Hey there, gorgeous. Happy Frugal Friday to you. I hope that you've had a wonderful week. And if not, you're always welcome to put in the comments section, I didn't have a good week. And that's all you have to say, and I will add you to my prayer list. Today's video is all about your most repurchased makeup products. I'd asked in a video very recently, which products do you find yourself buying over and over and over again? And so I had so many amazing recommendations from so many of you that I've put them all together to create a full face tutorial for you today. And I'll be sharing them with you step by step. We're gonna start with skincare. The first most repurchased product comes from Destroy X. And that one is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. And I have to agree with you. I really love this moisturizer. It is a little bit of a thicker moisturizer, like you can see there. But if I apply a little bit, it wears really well underneath makeup. One of the sunscreen recommendations that caught my eye was from Amalda Smith. And she had a lot of upvotes in her comment. She recommended the La Roche-Posay sunscreen, this one. So I'm going to try it. I've never tried it before. It's a mineral sunscreen, so you do want to apply it after you've applied your moisturizer. If you have a chemical sunscreen, by the way, those get applied before moisturizer. It's like that when it comes out of the container. This has an SPF of 60 in it, which is pretty good. It does smell like sunscreen. But from what I was reading, it's not supposed to have a white cast to it. But my gosh, it sinks right into the skin, doesn't it? Oh, goodness, it's like I didn't even apply anything. Also going to apply some of that onto my neck and the backs of my hands. Applying my eyeshadow primer today, I'm using the one from Milani. I did get an eyeshadow palette recommendation of one that I've never tried before, if you can believe it. This comes from Megan Ott, and she had recommended the Wet n Wild Always Naked eyeshadow palette. I've never tried it, but it looks awesome. Ooh, we could do a lot of looks. Look at. Oh, look at that. Hello. Taking this shade from the palette, and that will be my crease color today. Beautiful cool toned neutral here. Good grief, I applied too much. I'm gonna stick with that same eyeshadow and apply it to the outer third of the lid and also the inner third. And I'm taking this white shimmery shade and I'm going to apply that directly into the center of the lid. That one is a little bit all over the place, but what I am going to do is, I've already wiped the brush of the excess. I'm going to go back and pat the edges of it to get it to blend into the rest of the look. Fallout City. It's okay though. That is beautiful. Love it. Very simple and understated. One of the most recommended products in this list were mascaras. And it makes sense because mascara is the most repurchased makeup product, I feel like. And there were a lot of amazing recommendations that so many of you had. I saw a lot of CoverGirl mascara, specifically the Clump Crusher, and then this one that I'm going to be trying because I'd never tried this one before, but the Clump Crusher one is really good. I agree with you. Julie McMahon, I am sorry if I pronounced that wrong, had recommended the CoverGirl, the Supersizer Waterproof Mascara. And I take it that this is a rather new release, and she had specifically talked about the waterproof one and the brown black shade. I could not find brown black, so I believe I got very black. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to line my eyes. Okay, I'm going to take this shade from the palette, by the way, and I'm going to line my eyes real quickly here. Okay, I'm glad I paused because I forgot a product that does need to be applied before the mascara, and that is a lash primer. And this comes as recommended from Dorothy Zbornak. I used to watch the Golden Girls, so I love that you are using this name, let me just say. And that was the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. I've not used this one or any mascara primer for that matter before applying mascara, so this is going to be an interesting test. On one eye, looks like that. It's a simple white mascara. If you've never seen one, I've never seen one, so we're in this together. Apply this to the lashes beforehand. Now, if you don't want to use a primer like this, one thing I have done in the past too that really does help is you apply translucent powder on your lashes and it helps to thicken them before your mascara. It's a great way to save some money and still get the same effects, but we'll try this out. All right, then we're going to apply the CoverGirl mascara directly over the top of that. Oh, okay. Interesting wand. That's what the wand looks like. We'll go root to tip. I feel like the primer weighed my lashes down. I mean, they still look really good, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the mascara performs on this eye with no primer. My gosh, that's a thick formula. It really is. I like it. I like it when formulas are thick like this. Not seeing a lot of lengthening going on. It's more or less thickening the lashes, giving them volume. But yeah. It's a little thicker on this side compared to this side over here, but it's pretty good mascara. It's one that I would more than likely pair up with another mascara, like have two together, one for lengthening and then use this one for thickening. I am going to apply lashes. I know. You already know this about me, okay? Either you love it or you hate it. I can't help you. So I had a really amazing recommendation from Liz, Auntie Liz. She had recommended the Salon Secrets Demi Wisp lashes. She said they were a dupe for the Ardell Demi Wisp lashes, and I completely agree with you. Here's the thing. My Walmarts are like wiped out of false eyelashes. I don't know what's going on. It's like lash apocalypse or something. There are no false eyelashes at any Walmarts near me, so I could not find this set. So I'm just going to use a set that I have. I'll probably go with the Kiss My Lash But Better So Real lashes. One of the most recommended, most repurchased makeup products that many of you had suggested was the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This came as a recommendation from Lisa Aldred, Jack Steen, among others. It is a great pencil. I believe I picked up the shade Auburn. It's great because it creates fine strokes. You can create these little detail hair-like strokes, for lack of a better word, but it's undetectable in the brows as you're applying it. It looks seamless, it looks rather natural, and yeah, I can see why it is one of your most repurchased makeup products. And it's not over the top either, which I really like, especially for being an auburn shade. Also from Destroy X, the same person who had recommended the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Foundation in the beginning, they had recommended the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Foundation as being one of their most repurchased. The shade I'm using is Natural Ivory. I don't recall what coverage level this is. I believe it may be medium, but it is buildable. I've tried it before in the past, and I remember that it did provide a really good amount of coverage, and you can make it lighter or heavier depending on how much you apply. And it's just beautiful on the skin. Great recommendation there. For concealer, the most repurchased, most recommended concealer by many of you was the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and that was the one that I talked about in my most repurchased makeup video that I did, so we'll use it again. I'm in the shade Fair for reference. Beverly Ashby had recommended the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. This is one I have not tried before. She said she liked it so much that it replaced her Laura Mercier translucent powder. Now that's saying something. I picked up the shade Fair, and it took me a while to locate this little booger. Take a little bit of this and apply it under the eyes. Ooh. Well, that did a beautiful job of blurring everything, didn't it? Wow. I don't know why I've never tried this one before. I've tried the pressed one, but not the loose one. I didn't even know they had a loose one until you mentioned it. That is really beautiful on the skin. I only applied it into the T-zone and then underneath the eyes and a little bit on the forehead. I like that. Lauren had recommended the Wet n Wild bronzer in Sunset Strip Tease. So I ordered it and it's broken. It came broken. Can't find it in the store, so I had to order it on, I think it was Amazon. I'm gonna attempt to use it. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so I can't show it to you, otherwise it's gonna go everywhere. But what I'm going to do is take a little bit, oh goodness, a little bit of the powder here, and we'll apply it like so down the cheek. Ooh, well that's a pretty color. Well, it definitely adds warmth to the face. It's really beautiful, and I did not need much. We'll tell you that. I did not need a lot, but that's a pretty color on the skin. This next most repurchased makeup product comes from Ashley Poplin, and she had mentioned the Palladio blush in the shade Chic. Chic is a more neutral brown looking blush from what I could see online of it. So I didn't get it because I thought it would just melt too much into the bronzer that I was using, but I got this one in the shade Bayberry. Isn't that pretty? I thought it would look good with this. We'll try this out. I don't think I've ever tried any of the blushes from Palladio. And if memory serves me right, you can get this in Sally stores. Is that right, Ashley? You let me know. But, oh, that's pretty. I like that. For the lips, I got two recommendations I wanted to try. The first one comes from Sarah Kotlinski, and she had recommended NYX Creme Brulee Butter Gloss and Bit of Honey Butter Gloss. Now I have the Creme Brulee one and I love it. I agree with you. It's one of my favorites too. But I had not tried the Bit of Honey one, so I wanted to see what that looked like. So let's see. Ooh. Okay, I see why you like it. Oh, that's pretty on the lips. Isn't that nice? I like that color. Okay, thank you for that. The other recommendation comes from Shika Chats. Shika Chats. She had recommended the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in the shade Nature's Blush. Now this is a little bit of a deeper nude. Looks like that. And if I swatch it, ooh, look at that. It's like a terracotta nude. It may be a little dark for this look, but I'll try it on nonetheless. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, that could be really good with, I'm gonna use this for another look I'm doing today. I would pair this up with very neutral eyes. Like I feel like my eyes are a little more dramatic today, so it's kind of clashing for me. Although it does look, I don't know. Yeah, it's a nice color though, I like that. And I like the formula, very creamy and smooth. I'm gonna go back to the Bit of Honey, since I feel like it's a little bit more muted for this look. And I'm also going to add some of that CoverGirl mascara to the lower lashes. Thank you to everyone who contributed product recommendations to create this video. I couldn't have made this without your input, so thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you would like to hang out with me in the future, you're always welcome to subscribe. For the next video I'm working on, I had asked on Instagram recently to pick my makeup for me. Which makeup products do you want to see me try? Which ones do you feel like would look good on me? I get a lot of recommendations in my comment sections about, you should try this, it would look great with your coloring, or you should really try this, I love it so much. So if you have a product like that you want me to try, feel free to leave that in the comments below as well, because I'll put that together for you next. I'm wishing you a beautifully blessed weekend ahead. I hope that you have a great one. I look forward to seeing you again next week. I speak love, peace, and joy into you and into your home, and I will see you then.